We're back here with part 2 of our playthrough of the Forgotten City. And our first part, we made it to kind of the, I don't know if you call this a palace, but you kind of made it to where the ruler Sentius, his magistrate, which is a very, I feel like, old-fashioned term for kind of like president, I would say. I mean, he's elected. He's like a governor of this Forgotten City, more or less, but he's the magistrate Sentius. So we got to meet him. We learned that he has 2 daughters. He has Sentia, and then he has another daughter who he adopted. I'm not sure if Sentia is adopted, but Sentilla was adopted, but also went missing, and we found a letter in her bedroom that said she had actually supposedly found a way to escape the Forgotten City. Speaking of which, there's this whole Forgotten City, which is where we ended up, and there's supposedly no way to escape this place. So I think we're kind of looking for a way out, and our way out may be helping to discover who is going to break the Golden Rule. And the Golden Rule is a pretty scary rule where if one person commits a sin, everyone is punished. And it's definitely a way to keep people in line from committing crimes of any sort, but also very dangerous, because if one person does, then everyone ends up punished, and in this case, it sounds like turned to gold. And the cruel fate of this city is that someone is going to commit a crime and everyone is turned to gold at some point. So we've got to try and figure out who's going to do that and hopefully stop them. And hopefully that's our way out. But who is this? Oh, this is Magistrate Sentius. There he is. He's just hanging out. So there's our magistrate. We've talked with him a bunch already, so if we go to our active goals, we've got a couple of leads. This is our main lead, I think, that we were going to do. Sentius is sending us to find out what's distressing Lucretia, who apparently screamed. And then we have Vanishing Act, which is, this is all about Sentia. Optional, talk to Sentia about Sentilla's escape plan. I should tell Sentia about Sentilla's note in which she mentioned escaping. Okay. So we could go re-talk to her. And then you have the Golden Rule, which kind of is our main objective. The city lives in fear of a mysterious law called the Golden Rule. Figure out who is most likely to break the Golden Rule and inform Sentius. It seems everyone in the city is going to die because of one person breaking the Golden Rule. I need to figure out who it is. To that end, Sentius asked me to talk to everyone and help him, if it'll win their trust. He also authorized me to enter their homes and inspect their possessions and documents if necessary. Optional, we can tell Sentius you suspect Sentia. Sentia seems strangely relaxed about the disappearance of her sister. Okay, we could. I don't know if I think everyone is suspicious at the moment until they're not. I'm not totally feeling like she had anything to do with her sister disappearing at the moment. There's not too much to go on there, but then you have Point of Origin. Okay, this is kind of the ultimate goal, which is to create a time paradox. I've traveled thousands of years into the past. I'll need to find a way back to my original timeline somehow. According to Sentius, I'll be flung back to my own time if I can create a paradox. I'll need to change history in a way that makes my being in the past impossible. For example, Sentius says, if I prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, then he'll never create the portal and it'll be impossible for me to be in the past. Paradox. And that's right, Sentius is the one who ended up creating the portal for us to actually have ended up here. Who's this guy just doing push-ups in the middle of the courtyard? It's very cool, though. I mean,
Fresh meat, huh?
impressive. Kind of the atmosphere of this game, the world we're in. Alright, this is one of our Roman soldiers. What were you two talking about?
What were you two talking about?
I forgot he was gonna speak. Sorry, what? I have no idea what you're talking about.
Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him?
He wasn't trying to buy my vote. We weren't talking about the election. What's it worth to you? Say we weren't talking about the election.
What else would you be murmuring about on election day? Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day.
Malleolus.
And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
Interesting. I don't want any trouble. I don't care about the election. I wasn't thinking of interfering, but now I am. I really don't care about the election at the moment.
Good. Then stay out of it. Nobody likes Caput Murdae foreigners interfering in an election.
Caput Murdae. Fine, mind if I ask some questions?
Can't hurt.
What's your story? Do you know a way out of here? What do you think about the Golden Rule? Who are you going to vote for? I know that. Malleolus.
The name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
I'd like to meet Malleolus.
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it.
Afford what?
I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return.
Alright, what do you want? Isn't soliciting bribes a sin? See what I can do. Forget it, I'll find another way. I'm gonna say this.
Bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron.
Alright, what do you want?
Dunno. Something good.
He wants me to give him something good, okay. So...
Just make it good.
see what I can do. Malleolus. So... I need to decide how I want to do these notes. Probably in sections per person. Seems the most... Malleolus. Going against... I forget it. I can't... Sentia? That's the daughter, but... Sentian. There we go. In the election. These names are too similar. I'll leave enough space so I can write more things. This is Domitius. Domitius. Protector? Are we calling him the Protector, or kind of his first-hand man?
The name's Domitius.
Yeah.
You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me.
Kind of a protector. Forget, I can look at the thing I have about all the people. Malleolus. Wants something. Why are you dressed like a gladiator?
Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why.
He's a gladiator. So not exactly someone we want to fight. Wants something. Fair enough, okay, but you're nowhere near an arena.
You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunners.
Oh, I think he called me up. That. Oh god, that's kind of funny. How about that tribute you wanted?
What have you got for me? If you set one foot in that villa without permission, I'll skin you alive, you Pusilla Semitarius Mocus.
I think he just called me another pretty awful name. Jeez.
Or Sinculio Mio.
Sorry, I interrupted your push-ups again. Oh. Because I said I'll find another way. I didn't get to ask him anything else. Is he going to fight me now? If I keep bothering him?
Or Sinculio Mio.
Damn. Alright. Well, I missed out on some conversation with him, but... Hey, you're not... Oh.
Hey! You're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you?
Yes, why?
Nobody's told you about Hannibal.
Okay.
Why do I have to do everything around here?
Hannibal? The
So,
cannibal?
There was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground. And hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating
Hannibal, the cannibal, got eaten. How ironic. What did you do?
What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others.
It's just I'm still going down there. Maybe I'll give it a miss.
Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
Yeah, I think I'll wait. probably good to wait. Take his advice. You can kind of just go in everywhere, which is neat. Aquatia's chest. 190 gold. There's gotta be a reason to, like, need to look at all these ink jars and stuff. Potentially at some point. I hear you. Octavia's chest. Note to Octavia. An anonymous friend to Octavia. May the Lord bless and keep you. I am sorry I could not risk discussing this with you in person, but if I am right, then you're a believer like me. You may not be able to worship openly here, but I know that you're not alone. If you ever feel like you need somewhere to pray, there a special place waiting for you deep in the caves behind the theater. Turn right at the first fork and again at the second. Directions to a secret shrine. Enter the caves behind the theater, then turn right at the first fork and then the second. Is that something I should take a picture of? Seems like maybe that could be useful, so let's do it. We've made a folder for Forgotten City. First important thing that we haven't been able to take with us, so not sure where that is, but maybe some point. There's a theater. Looking for a place to pray. Stove. Sculpture of Minerva, the Roman goddess of strategy. Minerva. A few different statues too. Coin pouch. Probably shouldn't steal it on our first playthrough. Okay. It's up here. Oh, can climb stuff. Okay. Interesting. How much can we... Oh. Oh, what happens if we fall down there? Can we? I'm a little scared to try. Maybe I would die. Okay. Music is pretty cool. Locked. Is this where Malleolus is? Speaking of which, I wanted to go Citizen Register. We had Malleolus. Oh, Hannibal, foreigner. Duty was forged for scrap. Slum quarters and notes died in cistern. So that's the cistern. And then we have Malleolus, patrician, duty, money lending. Okay, so he's rich. Quarters in the Villa Middle and notes not to be trusted. That's from Horatius, who says that though. And then we have Domitius, Malleolus as guard. Yeah, guard. Not protector. So that's this dude, this gladiator. No notes about him. Okay. So we need to go, if we want to go do that, or we could do, figure out how to get in Malleolus's villa. This is probably his villa.
Oh, the murder.
Oh.
Are they?
Let's go talk to Sentia again. Hello. Where'd she go? Oh. Hey, what are you doing in here?
What have you discovered?
I found a letter in her room which mentioned her plan to escape.
What? Really? I swear, I searched her room top to bottom
Literally
and
sitting
never
right
saw
there on the
her.
desk.
I wonder how I could have missed it. Strange, but well done, I suppose. But it's odd. It was only a few months ago that Sentilla's friend Yulia let slip she was planning an escape of her own. And yet, Yulia's still here. You should go and speak with her. Find out if she
Yulia.
knows anything. She lives in the villa next door.
Okay. Right there? It was locked. Girl, it was right here. Yes.
Citizen?
Citizen.
What now?
I'm assuming this is gonna be locked still. So if the golden rule hasn't been enacted yet with these people, why are there gold statues? And why are they whispering to me? Maybe it has occurred before, but maybe just before any of these people arrived? I feel like the hellish is really cool. Look at that. Interesting. Birds are going crazy over here. Ceramic bowl. A ceramic bowl full of urine, which ancient Romans used because of its ammonia content to wash and bleach their clothes. Delicious. Garam, a fermented fish sauce used as a condiment. It gives off a faintly salty aroma. Skamskavri X. Garam. Oh, the V's are used. That makes more sense. Let's go up here first. The zipline can take. Oh shit. Are they always looking at me? Fountain producing fresh water. Where could the water be coming from? Oh. Oh. Yeah, her head definitely turned. Got some coins. A wooden bucket. Looks like the owner dropped it while fetching water and tragically never picked it up again. Oh. I had some gold. The music kind of reminds me of some Lord of the Rings, which is very cool. There's like a sound near her. I wonder if you could like fill her little pot there. Don't know. Oh wow, way up there. Oh, I think his head also just turned. Note from Navia. I'm locking myself in. Don't try to follow me. Nothing good will come of it. Navia. What do we know about Navia? Commoner physician locked herself in palace. Okay, so that was known. This is the palace, though. Yep, every time I hear it. Yeah, that's creepy. I hear that little sound and it's their head Like turning. Creepy. Do they turn when I'm looking though? They don't. Watch this. Brother! Oh, that's terrifying. They're watching me for some particular reason. Yeah. Oh my god, he's like looking even more at me. So, she just moving stuff in here? What's going on in there? Okay. I wonder if there's any reason to get their heads to be like looking at you. Or get them to be looking in a particular direction. I don't know. I'm just exploring right now. I swear if I turn and they're both looking at me now, that's just him. What's she looking at? Zoom. What's she looking at? Interesting. Old chest. Seems like these are okay. They wouldn't be stealing. Denaries. If that's how you say it. Okay. Where are we heading up to now? This one didn't move. Okay. Why did it make that sound? Because she's looking at me now? Okay. Oh! What the heck?
I hope you're taking care of yourself.
Why are you running?
Salve, friend. It seems you've joined us at a very sad time. We lost a troubled young man today. Ulpius was his name.
What happened?
Oh,
Oh.
he took his own life. It's a terrible tragedy.
Why?
He found himself in quite a lot of debt he was unable to repay, and was forced into debt bondage to Malleolus. He was deeply unhappy, but it doesn't do us any good to dwell. Now, where are my manners? I'm Octavia. Welcome
Miss
to life
Octavia.
under the Golden Rule. It's a ghastly thing, is it not? How are you faring so far?
This is Octavia. We went down into her house. Or villa. I'm fine, thanks. I'm feeling a bit on edge.
Ah, another stoic, perhaps. We all need something to help us through times like these. We've all been where you are now. I remember when I first arrived. I used to lay awake at night contemplating the big questions. Why am I here? Is there a way out? What is the Golden Rule, and who or what is responsible for it? I still don't have any of the answers, I'm afraid. I don't think anybody does. But I'm happy to share with you what I've learned.
Okay. What's your story?
Here, in this place, the magistrate has me earning my keep by cleaning and pruning the gardens. It's not quite how I expected my life to go. I used to live in a lovely villa on the banks of the Tiber. I was even betrothed to a handsome young man from a prominent family. But long hours of menial labor for the good of the community has its own charms too, I suppose.
How did you end up here?
Oh, much the same way as many of the others. When the fires came to Rome 7 months ago, my family and I fled for the Tiber, hoping to escape on a barge. We were among the fortunate ones with enough coins for passage, but unfortunately, there were a lot of desperate people, and they boarded before we could depart. A scuffle broke out, and I was pushed overboard. The last thing I remember was the water, rising up to hit my cheekbone. I woke up by the river, near that shrine, and stumbled across this place.
Sorry to
Oh,
hear
that's
that.
all right. I'm sure it's all part of God's plan for me.
God, don't you mean the gods?
Oh yes, of course. A slip of the tongue,
Talk about
if
something
you
else.
like.
So you're a Christian. It's a good segue.
Please keep that to yourself. I know you're not from around here, but things are very difficult for us right now. There was a terrible fire in Rome last year, and our emperor decided to make us his scapegoats. There were executions. It was horrible.
Your secret's safe with me.
Oh, thank you. You have no idea how much I appreciate that.
Do you know a way out
I'm
of here?
afraid not. Although, I did once hear someone gossiping down at Aurelia's tavern about a possible way out. I don't put a lot of stock in such rumors, but if you're desperate and wealthy, you could look into it, I suppose. If that doesn't work, then I suppose we're all stuck here until the gods decide our fate.
Thanks, I'll look into it.
I hope it works out.
What do you think about the golden rule?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. I think about those words a lot. I'd like to think that if we all love our neighbours as ourselves and do to them as we'd have them do to us, then we'll all be fine. But on the other hand, I was always taught the intent of man's heart is evil from his youth, and that all of us are born with a tendency towards sin. And that's where I get stuck. Is it true? Are we born with a tendency towards sin?
I don't think so. I think people are fundamentally good. Seems that way to me. That's a deep question right there.
You don't think that's a little naive? I suppose you've never seen what I've seen. Innocent men and women, torn apart in arenas while thousands of Romans look on and cheer.
Yeah, fair point. Perhaps you're right.
If that's true, then sooner or later, things are going to end badly for all of us down here. Unless, of course, there's some kind of divine intervention.
Oh, there's gonna be some intervention, alright. I am the divine intervention.
I wish I shared your faith.
Why are you running?
Oh, so soon? Well, be gentle on yourself. We're all dealing with a tragic loss today.
She was taken off this way. So the thing I was gonna wonder is like if there's anything like time-based, like certain characters end up certain places. And there she goes. During certain... And like, what is the time? I don't know. Their days? Why was she running? And she was upset about Ulpius killed himself because he owed too much money. Oh, okay, hi. Oh, wow. Can I jump? Kind of nervous if the game will actually let me, and I'll just... It's very close. Hasn't stopped me yet. So What is this place? The Great Temple Door. It's locked. Okay. Oh, I think I can. I'm scared. I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready to go. So, somehow we're supposed to get in the temple, but I don't know how. Where does this go? And what are these, like, ropes? These lines. Don't know if I'm ever gonna quite get used to that. Statues. Is this a quick path across? If maybe there's an item that we can get that takes us across there? I forgot I have my flashlight. Huh. Oh. Oh. He. Is this the, like, golden... How do I, crouch again? Is there a crouch button? You can be sneaky with the crouch, I think. Who is he, though? The golden god that turns everyone to gold. Oh, 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 oh. Well, that was our first death. Continue from last save. Oh gosh. Does it have autosave? I guess we can die doing that. Okay. So that was after we talked to her. That's not so bad. Interesting. Okay. So good to know. There is autosave, and also you can just fall off of things and die. Like so. Wade against the current. That was weird. I was trying to climb these rocks and... Something weird about this. Come. It's fine. Don't have to get up there yet. Must be a way to climb across that. Can we climb this ladder? Nice. Okay. Okay. What's going on here? This is close to where we came in. Oh, is this where we... kind of where we came in. Oh, okay. More gold. Creepy. Creepy, creepy. Okay. The Relief of Prosperina. A relief depicting a great circular portal and Prosperina, the Roman goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. Her story is a grim one. It said she was abducted by Pluto and forced into marriage against her will. Pluto, I think, is Hades. Right? There must be a way to, like, go across with these. Yeah, people have definitely moved. There was this creepy lady over here. She's blocking us. Ow, okay, I have health. What's through here? Oh. Hello.
Ah, a fellow traveler from a faraway land.
What's up, buddy? Who are you?
Greetings, I'm Georgius. It
Georges.
gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India, and never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know, from which exotic part of the world do you hail?
My nation doesn't exist yet. I'm from beyond the edge of the known world. You'd never believe me if I told you. Let's see what he says to this.
Is this a riddle, or perhaps you mean to say you feel like you are ahead of your time? I feel the same way. Another reason for us to stick together. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps?
Yes, I do, actually. What's your story?
My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum.
Humble shop in the forum. Why is that a tailor shop here?
You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all?
Yes, more or less.
I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree?
Yeah. I suppose so.
Oh, and there is another reason too. If we all end up as golden statues for future generations to marvel at, I don't know about you, but I would like to look my best.
I like it. How did you end up
A
here?
good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself.
Why don't you tell me what you do remember?
I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa.
So you floated down the Tiber.
Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood.
Was her
from his
name
campfire,
Karen?
Stumbled across a cave and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am.
So he found a different person. But it sounds like everyone has almost the same story where they ended up unconscious floating down the river, and then they met a stranger out of fire and did something to help them,
Anything
which
you
led them
like.
to the ruins. To know a way out of here.
Not so loud. What are you playing at?
Sorry, did I say the wrong thing?
Have you not been told about the last attempt?
I don't think so.
Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. It is a long story.
It's not as if I'm going anywhere.
Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse.
Thought about that.
See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out.
Yeah? Why hasn't anyone done that
They
yet?
have. I am getting to that. There was an attempt made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago.
Oh,
They even
years
decided
ago.
to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud.
Weird. The people tried to escape back through that and they got turned to gold. So that's the gold people we're seeing. So there were people who were here before this group of 23 or so. What do you think about the golden rule?
Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Why do you say that?
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus.
What can we do about it?
If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, "Avoid doing what you would blame others for doing."
Sounds simple enough.
Does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act.
It's true. I know, I've seen it happen. That's a pessimistic view of things.
Ah, the voice
It's
of experience.
Honest.
I am sorry for your loss, my friend. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their
Not even sure
grim
who I
and
lost.
haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing. Do they not?
That's pretty funny. Okay. Who are you gonna vote for?
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way.
Hmm. Anything I can do to change that?
Nothing comes to my mind, my friend.
Okay. So the election seems to be important, and you might be able to sway people one way or the other. Excuse me. Potentially. I'm not sure why you would want to, but
I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
I like Georgius. He's got a good vibe. Okay. Old scroll. The Myth of the Golden Rule by Dorotas the Younger. This might be Dorotas right there. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respects to the gods responsible for this city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration. Oh, to the god, not gods. But here I must depart from custom, for his attempt at imposing strict rules upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving of our contempt. An old scroll in which the author makes the case against the existence of the Golden Rule. Oh, there's multiple pages. Who among us has not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the Golden Rule? All of us must accept that we are all capable of error, whether from a momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. Yet the great threat, the sword of Damocles that we live under, is, I believe, merely a deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing the counter-arguments. Also, who just appeared in front of me? First, it may be argued that the inscription stating, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one," is evidence that the Golden Rule is very real. But that is logically unsound, for we cannot assume the writers knew any more than we did. That this message was inscribed does not make it true, any more than if I were to inscribe Dorotas the Younger is a god. What is going on? There's a bunch of people around me. Second, it may be argued that the statues in this place are evidence that the Golden Rule is real. You need not remind me of that. It was I who discovered them all around the city. It was I who collected them, placed them in a handcart, and placed them in the niches in which they sit today. The niches. I will not soon forget them, and yet I refuse to leap to the conclusion that they were once real people. There is simply no evidence to support that conclusion. When we read the story of Venus bringing Pygmalion sculpture Galatea to life, we do not believe it is. Why should we take a different view here? Oh shit. What the?
The candidates are Sextus Sentius Imperiosus and Marcus Malleolus Gurges. As agreed, we shall dispense
That's
with
gotta be
ballots, and candidates will abstain
Malleolus.
from voting. Let's make this quick. As I say your name, call your vote. I'll start with you, Horatius.
Sentius, of course.
Georgius,
Malleolus.
Dacius,
Malleolus.
Galerius,
I abstain. I'm just here to observe.
Virgil,
Malleolus.
Rufius,
Malleolus.
and finally, Domitius.
Malleolus. Who else?
I think Malleolus won.
You have made your
This is all?
decision.
This is the only voters?
Your new magistrate is Marcus Malleolus Gurges.
Hail, Magistrate Malleolus.
Holy shit.
I said, hail, Magistrate Malleolus. That's more like it.
Thank you. Thank you.
Malleolus.
I am delighted and deeply honored to have been elected your magistrate. And now, I make
Weird.
this solemn promise to you, good citizens. Under my leadership, you will finally enjoy the freedom you deserve. No more shall you walk on eggshells, fearing simply to live and breathe, because the tyrant Sentius told you it was forbidden. For my first act as magistrate, I hereby announce a day of celebration to mark the end of an era. The myth of the Golden Rule is no more.
Oh.
Golden Rule is real, you idiot.
This is how it all comes down.
Deceive us all, Sentius is hereby found guilty of treason against the Empire.
What the?
What? I have committed no crimes. This is madness.
His sentence: to fight for his life in gladiatorial combat against Domitius. Here and now for your entertainment.
You have no idea what you're doing. You're going to get us all killed.
Wait, I exercise my right as a Vestal priestess to pardon him. I will not allow you to do this.
You're showing your true colors now, priestess. Your corruption sickens me. Domitius, ignore her.
What the?
Proceed.
This is insanity. You'll doom us all.
Lies! It is time the Golden Rule was exposed for what it is. A children's fable, exploited by a treacherous leader to instill fear in all of us.
Can I punch him?
This is why he's in his gladiator gear. They've been planning this all along.
Shut up, all of you. The magistrate has spoken. I'm going to enjoy killing you, old man.
Oh, damn.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Oh, shit. Oh. Where am I going? Am I supposed to get out of here? Oh, God. Oh! Oh! Should I run? Oh, my God. Oh, this is Sentius. Okay. Oh, snap. He just... That all happened so fast. I was just reading that little note and then suddenly look around. There's like loop through time once. Oh my god, we're back to the beginning. How long do we have then? We have until they do the election. Just not that much time. Oh my god, we're back to the start. It's another time loop game!
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius. Mind
Okay.
telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
I'm Oswald, and we've had this conversation before.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life.
Your name is Galerius, and you're about to offer to take me to see Sentius so he can tell me about the Golden Rule.
Oh, Bacchus, how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you.
No problem, I have to go.
Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
Oh. Ah, the zipline handlebar. I thought we might be able to use the zips. A rudimentary wooden zipline handlebar. Cool.
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking.
For sure.
And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Thanks, I'll be going now.
Alright, see you around.
Wow. Okay. So that was the end of our first cycle. Seems like I may have gotten kind of lucky that I happened to be there when the election happened, so I at least understood what happened. So I would say, off the top of my head, the first thing we should probably attempt to do is see if we can find a way to keep Malleolus from winning. So we gotta convince some other people to vote for Sentian, right? So I think this is a good place to stop part 2. I think maybe just playing each kind of cycle as its own part, unless something crazy happens and it's really short. But wow, okay, we just completed our very first cycle, and we're starting on our second one with a little bit more information, and we've got the zip line that we can now traverse this city a little bit faster, and I'm not sure the time length we have to accomplish what we need to for each cycle, but seems like at the very least, if we want to extend the cycle, we've got to somehow make sure Sentient is the one who wins the voting. So we're gonna have to switch quite a few votes over. It didn't seem like there were a lot of voters in general, only like 7. Yeah, pretty crazy. But let's hit save game and see you all in the next part of the Forbidden City. Bye.